I guess our final what the fuck moment, and the reason why I didn't say it in the what the fuck category is because it's the end of the movie. Holy fuck. They did the death of Superman.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, Dill. They did the death of Superman in his second movie.
He got killed.
Okay?
He's dead.
And you could say,
Pete,
dead. How didn't you see that coming? Doomsday's in the movie. It's how he dies. Because, fellow viewer, I thought that Doomsday would be defeated, locked up, or killed, and he comes back. And then in a later Superman solo movie, that's when he would kill Superman and go through. Like, not here. No. That made me get out of my seat. I was not expecting that at all.
Shocked. Yeah, my jaw was, the last 10 minutes, my jaw was just dropped. I was waiting for, like, Superman to make an appearance, and you kind of get that moment at the very, very
After
end.
he saves Lois.
Yes.
Again.
Yes, well, yeah. And,
okay.
and right, I know. And, yeah, but they killed, again, killed, but...
For both characters.
It was, yeah, right. It was, yeah, it was definitely interesting.
It was awesome,
It was a good plot twist that the trailer did not spoil.
I'm
getting way too on the trailer.
No, it's fine. It's definitely well deserved, and you know their marketing team is taking a hand. I mean, especially comparing their marketing team to what the marketing team did for Deadpool. But anyway, that was another thing. He's fighting Doomsday, Superman, and then again his notification for Lois is in trouble and drowning. Which Lois, you're a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. Typically, if there's two huge concrete slabs and a small slit, you can't swim up from that. Find a different way to get up to the surface.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So then Superman saves you again. All right, cool. You're a personal Boy Scout. I get it. Then he risks his own life to go get the spear down there that you put down there in the first place.
Which I never understood.
For no random reason.
Never understood that.
It was like you could have moved it away from Clark. Clearly, you showed that when you javelin threw it, like 20 feet from you, he was fine. So you didn't have to drop it into a pit of... I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense.
No, that makes no sense at all.
But he goes and gets that, and then you could tell he was going to make a sacrifice, but I always thought he was going to be able to get out of it. Or Wonder Woman was going to cut off Doomsday's arm or something and save them, or cut off Doomsday's head. Mm-hmm. Nope. Like, he stabs the spear that, Batman's able to make of pure kryptonite through Doomsday, and then Doomsday... his hand got cut off by Wonder Woman, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Grows back spikes and stabs it through Superman.
Yeah.
And being a Kryptonian and, having that he's able to kill him and affect him and puncture the skin. Mm-hmm. And it was like, holy fuck.
Well, he was in Superman's stomach, and then Superman,
He pulls him closer.
Yeah.
So he could stab him further.
Yeah.
Which is a noble act, and it's what Superman would do. Only the real glimpse of comic book Superman in this. But, I was like, up until they cut... to him being in the grave, I didn't believe they were doing it.
Yeah.
They were doing Death of Superman.
I know.
And I
know.
Still can't believe they did it. And that was absolutely insane. But it also had its problems in the sense that going back to, I saved this specifically, when Batman and Superman are fighting, I didn't like how he quickly pivots. He pits from a great fight where he's going to fucking kill Clark. And then he's like, Martha, where'd you hear that name? It's this great emotional scene, right? Because obviously both their moms are named Martha, right? Mm-hmm. It's a great emotional scene. He gets a flashback, all this stuff. And then that's fine. Chilling, emotional.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, I'll protect Martha. It's like, bitch, you were just trying to kill him. What do you mean? Just because she's named Martha? You don't even know her.
But we talked about this. I disagree with you on that scene. That scene to me is one of the better scenes in the movie. I really do. That is the only scene that gave me goosebumps in the entire movie. But as also coming from a casual fan, I didn't realize, even though the dad said Martha's name in the beginning, both of their moms.
That was a good scene too.
That was
him thinking about his dad. That made me feel for Clark.
A very good scene. And so he's just so torn and distraught that any time, and I think he felt he had a chance in a way to save his own mom, which he didn't have a chance to do when he was 8 years old.
I think that's fair. I just thought it was too quickly earned.
See, I just think that he's so scarred as a character, which he's a very oppressed character, and I just think any time his mom especially, or his dad for that matter, is brought into a situation, you can see how badly it affects him, and he wants a second chance to save them.
That's
and
fair.
So to me,
I didn't think of it like that.
To me, I just feel like it was almost a second chance in a way. And that's why he said, and I like how they did that, though, where he went to save Martha, Superman went to go with Doomsday, because they easily could have been like, she's my mom, I'll save her.
But, I mean, but let's be realistic. Batman can't take Doomsday.
No.
Let's be realistic.
No. So, I mean,
no, but it's a good,
I like that scene. That was a very
scene.
good scene.
It's just, for me, maybe if I watch it again, because there's so much in this movie, I have to watch it several more times.
Overload.
But maybe it's just, for me, first viewing, it's just too much of a stretch. That's like me right now beating the living shit out of you.
Okay.
And then you go, oh, my mom's also named that too, and she's in trouble. And I'm like, don't worry, I got you. I'll save your mom.
Right, but
like
you
were just gonna kill him.
Yes, but you, as a person, have not experienced the trauma that someone who was who was 8 years old in front of their own eyes sees their mom get shot in the head.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
seemingly that's how they did it.
That's very horrifying to even think about.
Yeah, I get that.
I think it's just tough to compare to the trauma. That scene gave me chills. I love that scene.
I get that, but and then also just a quick thing. Just the reason why I haven't really commented on it is because fucking 85% of it was shown in the final trailer. But when he goes and rescues Martha, and we didn't know he was going, when he beats the shit out of all those guys.
That's the 30 verse 1 I mentioned like half an hour ago.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying. Awesome choreography, I would say.
That was a good scene.
And we already said very Arkham-esque. He's able to take bullets to the head and he's completely fine, and knives and everything else, but very fucking cool. And he rescues Martha, and then not many laughs in this movie, but he just goes, "I'm with your son." Well, I figured, and the cape and all. And it's like, all right, that was cool. But going back to the death of Superman. They have the whole funeral, and obviously the famous newspaper. I was waiting for that of Perry giving that, and it also has the Clark thing in it. Our friend Nick that you've seen on this channel, he pointed out that it seemed like they had two plots, one for Superman, one for Clark, which would make sense because most of the world obviously doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe not putting them apparently next to each other was what it looked like. I don't know. It's probably a little suspicious. Again, I have to go back and watch that because.
I didn't even catch that.
If you catch it, if you could explain that better to me, let me know down below. But I did like that, the symbol on the casket,
that was
Lois with the dirt, very awesome, very iconic. The ring, Martha giving Lois the ring, and he was going to give it to him, even though I leaned over to Nick and I said, you could have afforded a better ring. Nick,
I thought the ring was fine.
I mean, Nick made the point that you're Superman. You could literally cut diamond with your heat vision and make your own fucking ring.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to pay for it on your journalism salary there. Like, come on, babe.
I mean, I think that is the definition of nitpicking.
Definition of nitpicking? I'll pop it up here in the corner.
When you're criticizing what ring.
It's just something I noticed where it's just like, I mean, like, come on. But whatever.
Oh,
but it was still very iconic scenes. It hit the beats. It was super emotional for me. I really liked that. I was sitting there with my head in my hands just going, I can't believe they just did that.
Last 20 minutes, my jaw was dropped.
I mean, it was absolutely amazing there, and I really loved it. But the one thing I didn't love about it was Bruce comes up, and you're supposed to have this emotional feeling of like, oh, I should have done more for him. And it's like, Clark, let's be honest, you didn't. Bruce, let's be honest, you didn't know Clark at all.
Yeah.
I mean, from what you studied on the computer and stuff, but you didn't know him as a person.
No.
You didn't. And it shouldn't affect you that emotionally. You were trying to kill him. And even in the end, if you made up with it, you didn't know him.
Besides the battle scenes, again, they had two interactions. One where he threatened his life and destroyed his car, or seemingly destroyed his car, and drove it away fine, and then the other was at a party.
Exactly.
So,
and it's like, I appreciate, it's very Batman-esque, and also, it fits, since he didn't know him, that he's standing way off in the distance.
Yeah.
When they do the death of Superman, in a different way in the Justice League animated series, it's awesome because they're such great friends that Bruce doesn't come to the funeral because he doesn't believe Superman is dead, and also he can't face the fact that his best friend is dead.
Yeah.
And that he goes there by himself to the monument that they built, and he talks and he just goes, we didn't always see eye to eye, but I want to know that I respected you every second.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a great scene.
Yeah.
And then, like, the town goes into chaos because obviously Superman's dead. And he goes, what'd you say, Clark? The never-ending battle? Those are great moments.
Mm.
That here isn't earned.
No.
Because there's not enough screen time. It's their first movie.
No
Even in their movie,
story, yeah.
there's nothing. And it's like, okay, he's off in the distance. But I did like him talking to Diana and be like, hey, there's going to be more problems. And we got to bring people together.
Yeah, a lot of
Justice League.
A lot of
setup there, and
yeah,
I did really like that. And then obviously the final thing of the is Lois drops the dirt there, and you hear it, just like you hear, you read it in the comics and you hear that one heartbeat.
Yep.
He's
the
alive.
Dirt rises a bit.
So he's gonna come back, and obviously I think Doomsday would come back there, and that was fucking awesome. And I would say that's my final thoughts. Do you have any other final thoughts?
No. I mean, I think I've touched on about everything.
Okay, so going into I guess the rating.
Okay.
This is really hard for me. Again, this is a first viewing rating. Maybe I'll make another video if I ever watch this, a movie again, and I plan to, and everything else. But for me, at this moment, just because the characters are so gigantic.
Tough decision.
This is hard for me.
I know.
Just because
for the last 3 hours.
Just because the characters are so gigantic, and
they mean a lot to you.
Those last minutes saved it for me. Those last 30, 35 minutes, and all the Easter eggs, and looking forward to the future. Mm-hmm. This is a solid 7.
Okay.
7 out of 10.
Okay.
That's really hard.
I
want to give this a 10 out of 10. So bad, it's just not a 10 out of 10.
I've been in a very normal range. At first, I said 6.5, and then I actually went down to 5.5 at one point.
Yeah.
When I really thought
I was around the 5 range for about the first hour and a half.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give it a 6.
That's
I'm gonna give it
6
exactly what my brother gives it, which I'm not copying my brother obviously, but he gave it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6, and the reason I'm giving it a 6 is because there just wasn't enough content for me. It just wasn't,
It drags. There's pacing problems.
Now, I will say this. This could really be a movie where after all, God knows how many movies there's going to be made in this
Well, right now, I think they have set up, about 10 at this point?
Yeah. So let's say 20 years from now, you look back and it's like, wow, the hints and the Easter eggs and the foreshadowing they
paid off. You guys nailed it.
Was fantastic. If that's the case, this movie immediately becomes a 7.5 and an 8. But at this point, it's a 6.
Right.
And the positives, if they didn't have any of those foreshadowing moments, this movie could have been like a 4.5 for me.
Even less.
Because,
and if that Batman fight wasn't as good, would have been even less.
Could have been like a 3. Yeah. Because that fight, if the Easter eggs and the foreshadowing and the nightmares weren't in the movie, that Batman and Superman fight, for me, is the only really great fight the great sequence of events that occurs.
And I think what we're saying here is we're not slave to be like, no, movies only have to be fight, and that's only what makes a good movie.
Movies like that.
I want character development, and that's what didn't happen in this movie.
No.
There was no character development. It's like you gave me a piece of a story, it's like you gave me 20 comic books, and you said only read the last 3 pages of each comic book.
Exactly.
That's what this felt like.
Yeah. Recommend people seeing it?
Okay. Yes, because you see it as soon as possible because spoilers are fucking everywhere. So see it as soon as possible. But yes, these are 3 Titanic, iconic characters. It's still fun. There's still great action, and it sets up the future. Yes, see it.
Go with someone. This is
definitely go with someone. And don't go tired.
Yeah.
And not at midnight like we did.
Don't go at midnight.
But anyway, guys, that's our thoughts here of reaction review of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Obviously, the comments will be a spoiler heavy area. If you do not want spoilers, I stress again, do not read the comments. Let us know what you thought of the movie down below. Likes and dislikes in the movie. Any Easter eggs that we obviously didn't catch. Any theories that you have there and all the crazy shit that we don't even know what to make of. Give us your theories because I think we're both are, but especially me, I am so interested to see what you think of some of those scenes. Do you think Darkseid clearly looks like he's the one that, we didn't even touch on that, but this is too much anyway. It looks like, maybe I'll make a theory video, but it looks like Darkseid is going to be the villain for Justice League Part 1. Do you think that? Let me know all your theories down below and any other thoughts you had on the film. And what do you think about the future of the DC expanded universe? Do you think it's bright? Or, did this movie hinder it? Let us know any of your thoughts down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends if you be so kind. And until next movie or trailer reaction, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.